everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing a review on the PNSO Megalosaurus. So this is a very nice looking figure. I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. It is a kind of more on the medium sized theropod dinosaur, which I kind of like that about it though. You know, I like it being a little bit smaller than my I'm going to be having a review up on it soon. Not sure if I've released the unboxing for it, but the Carcharodontosaurus. I like how this one's just a little bit smaller. I don't know. There's something a little bit more, to me, threatening about these smaller type theropod dinosaurs. But yeah, anywho, let's just kind of hop into the review. Let's start with some facts about the Megalosaurus. The first thing I always want to know when I see a dinosaur, I say this every single time, is what does Megalosaurus mean? Well, Megalosaurus means great lizard. You know, mega, big, tall. You know, mega, like big lizard, great lizard. To me, it looks like a pretty great looking lizard. One fact you guys might not know is that the Megalosaurus lived in what's now Europe, around, I believe it was 166 to 168 million years ago. It also says in my notes right here, the remains of Megalosaurus have been found in England and in Africa, apparently, so that's very interesting. The environment in which Megalosaurus lived was very lush, tropical, you know, tall trees flourished, including different kinds of pine trees that were related to modern, I believe it's great sequoias. Smaller trees also in the areas included palm trees, tree ferns, and I believe it says right here, ginkgos. So I've never even heard of a ginkgo. I have no idea what that is. It's pretty neat. It also says here that ferns and horsetails were the most common low-growing plants in the Megalosaurus' environment. It also says here that Megalosaurus was most likely patrolled these thick planted areas to become close to plant-eating animals that it preyed upon. So that's an interesting thing I didn't even know about, that it would most likely patrol these plant areas to look for, you know, plant-eating, you know, I'm assuming like small animals, not just dinosaurs. I'm assuming mammals were probably around during this time, so I'm assuming it most likely went after mammals too. You know, just small things it can get a hold of, so that's very neat. So to you guys, Megalosaurus might just seem like kind of a bland, kind of boring looking dinosaur. Well, Megalosaurus is actually a very important dinosaur to paleontology. Megalosaurus is one of the first dinosaurs discovered, and it was named long before the term dinosaur even existed. So this fella got its name way before the term dinosaur was even around. Even before science really knew what dinosaurs were, it got its name. That's a very interesting fact, and it just makes it, I don't know, it just makes it like a really cool dinosaur to just have in my collection. It's like a big part of history almost, you know? It's like I look at this and I'm like, oh, this was like one of the first dinosaurs ever named. It is the first dinosaur ever named, and it's just so unique and just so interesting. It also says here the original scientific name for the Megalosaurus was Scrotum humanum. So that was a very goofy name. I believe they were going to name it that because of the way some of the bones looked that it had. I'm not exactly sure where the bones were on the animal, but I guess it looked like a scrotum, I suppose. So that's pretty goofy. Megalosaurus was named in 1824 by William Buckland, becoming the first genus of non-bird dinosaur to be vividly named. That's a very interesting thing. You know, you learn something new with looking at these, you know, dinosaurs you've never heard of. I've never heard of Megalosaurus, aside from the TV show, like the old kind of sitcom Dinosaurs. And, you know, it's really interesting kind of just looking at these dinosaurs, really getting to learn so much about them, you know what I mean? No, just really neat. The type species is I believe it's M. bucklandi. Ooh, it says it was named in 1827 by Gideon Mantle after Buckland in 1842. Megalosaurus was one of the 3 genera of which, I believe it's genre, on which Richard Owen based his Dinosauria. So I guess from my understanding of what this says here, Richard Owen, my apologies. He was the one who made Dinosauria, the group Dinosaur. He's the one who discovered it, I suppose. So that's a pretty interesting thing. And he threw Megalosaurus in there, along with 2 other ones. That's what it makes it sound like to me. I'm not 100% sure. You can tell me in the comment section below if you guys 100% know. And yeah, I'd much appreciate that if you guys did. Another thing is, I've seen a few different sources. They say that Megalosaurus was 30 feet long, and I've seen another one say that Megalosaurus was 20 feet long. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments what its size was, because that's a pretty drastic difference in size, you know, from 30 to 20 feet. You know, so I'm not 100% sure about that. I'd be very appreciative if you guys told me that in the comments. It also says right here that Megalosaurus was a biped. You know, as you can see right here, 2 legs. Biped means it's walking on 2 legs. It has a decently large head, a short muscular neck, as you can see, very muscular to hold up the weight of the head. And that's something I actually really like about most of these kind of modern dinosaur reconstructions, is them making the necks thick. Because, you know, having a big old head like that and lifting it up, you know, it requires some muscle in the neck, you know. It also says here that it has a long, thick tail. Its front legs were short and strong with clawed fingers, as you can see right there. Very short, very muscular looking. Some nice claws on it, which is very, very, very nice. On the back legs on it were long and muscular, you know. The front ones were short and muscular. The back ones are long and muscular, as you can see right there, with 3 clawed toes on each foot. So that's a very interesting thing about us. You know, those are just a few facts about the Megalosaurus. I think we can actually start hopping into the review of the figure and fully get a really look at the beautiful sculpt that PNSO does. So yeah, let's go look at the figure now. Alrighty, so we have the figure right here. First of all, we are going to measure this sucker. Looks about 9 inches long, about. Tip of the tail. Yeah, maybe like a centimeter over 9 inches. So it makes it a pretty long figure. You know, nothing too long, but very nice, you know. It is a smaller type theropod. I could probably show you guys compared to my Carcharodontosaurus. You know, let me go grab it real quick. You guys might be getting a sneak peek of it, because I'm not sure if I uploaded the video yet. Yeah, here's the Carcharodontosaurus. Definitely a taller dinosaur, you know. Definitely a bigger dinosaur. Carcharodontosaurus was in North Africa. It's one of the largest theropod dinosaurs there, aside from Spinosaurus. We'll save the facts, though, for when we actually do the review of Carcharodontosaurus. Alrighty, so let's look at the paint of this figure. And as you can tell, the paint job is very, very nice. I really like the paint job on this. It seems a little bit different than the other PNSO figures I have, because a lot of the PNSO figures I have seem to have more stripes. This has like a solid color on the back going down to the tail, and it kind of like, the pattern kind of like runs down, you know, almost like water. Just gives it a very nice, unique look. It does seem to be like a kind of like a brownish green for the darker color with a yellow tannish color underneath it. So that's very, very interesting. As you can tell, the belly type area right there is a whitish tan color. And let's get to the face. The face, I think, has really, really nice colors, especially on the top. Has this very nice, vibrant blue with these orange lines going along what I'm assuming is some sort of crest on, or maybe it's not a crest exactly, but kind of looks like a crest a little bit. So that's very nice. The eyes are a nice orange color. The snout is black. The teeth they're all right. You know, not the best paint job I've seen from PNSO. You know, not going to be taking any points away from it, because, you know, it's a nice looking figure. And the sculpt is gorgeous. Look at the face sculpt. It's amazing. You know, just look at that. And as you can see, the paint on the toes and on the claws are painted, so that's always a plus. But yeah, let's actually start looking at the full sculpt of this figure. You know, I was just talking about the face. It looks so nice. Go down to the neck. Very wrinkly on the underside of the neck. You can see all like the kind of muscle outlines and stuff like that. Wrinkles, folds, and it just looks so nice. Also, you guys can actually open up the figure, or excuse me, the mouth of the figure. It can open up about that wide. I'm not exactly sure how wide the Megalosaurus could open its mouth. I'm sure PNSO probably did their research, and it could probably open up its mouth about this wide in real life. I'm not 100% sure about that, don't quote me. But no, on PNSO, they do their research. Alright, let's go over to the arms. The arms are very well sculpted. I really like the way that the arms look. On most PNSO figures, I think the arms look pretty good. See the nice sculpt right there? Very nice. See the nice knee kind of area? Has these nice folds. Go down to the feet of the Megalosaurus. Man, look at that. Nice folds and wrinkles. And, you know, you can also see these scales very faintly on the figure, and it just, I like when the scales are a little bit smaller. Gives it more of a natural look than the PNSO figures with the bigger type scales. Tail sculpt looks very good. You know, per usual, PNSO always does a good job on just about everything. The only thing PNSO could probably change is giving these dinosaurs some lips. I just started noticing that a lot of the theropod dinosaurs they have, because I haven't really had too many of their theropod dinosaurs. The only other dinosaur I had that was a theropod was their PNSO 2020 Spinosaurus. And I don't think Spinosaurus had lips. It might have. But, you know, knowing its crocodile look, I don't really think it did. Don't quote me on that, though. You guys can always tell me in the comment section below. But yeah, giving these guys some lips, and they would be perfect. I mean, perfect. I mean, they already are damn near perfect. Give them those lips, add a little bit extra to them. So as we can see, the kind of thickness of it seems pretty good, too. Very, very nice. Very nice figure, you know. I don't know. Definitely recommend you guys pick this up if you haven't. You know, just because it's so nice to look at. Just look at it. Alrighty, so we're going to be doing some scaling right now from to some of my other PNSO figures. First of all, let's get the big boy out, the Edmontosaurus. And as you can see, the Edmontosaurus is very large. It's hard to even get it in frame fully. But yeah, as you can see, the Megalosaurus dwarfs in comparison to the Edmontosaurus. Edmontosaurus is just such a large hadrosaur dinosaur. I think it is the largest hadrosaur dinosaur. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's definitely close. So let's go move my hadrosaur over here. Let's go compare it to my very first PNSO figure, the Megalosaurus. Very, very nice. I do believe the Megalosaurus is a little bit taller. Yeah, it looks like a little bit taller than the Megalosaurus. Girth, you know, Megalosaurus can be a little bit more girthy, as I feel like most ceratopsians kind of had a girth to them, you know? I mean, that's probably because they're quadrupeds. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Alright, let's go put this guy back right here. Now let's go get my Miragaia. I don't know if I actually did the review on this guy yet, or the unboxing, but those should be coming out soon if they haven't already. As you can see, the size is pretty good. Well, very good. Yeah. I don't know. Very interesting. I like putting them together and kind of seeing what they all look like together. Then we also showed this guy a little bit earlier, the Carcharodontosaurus. Very large theropod dinosaur. One of my favorite theropod dinosaurs ever. Yeah, definitely a big boy. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna go put this Carcharodontosaurus to the side. Also, one thing about this figure is it actually comes with a little stand. We do show that in the unboxing of the video, so if you guys are curious about that, you guys can, I could link it in the description below, or you can just go to the channel and look for it. I don't have too many videos up as it is, so it should be fairly easy to find. But yeah, nice little stand so the feet don't bend over time with all the weight kind of leaning it down. Yeah, very nice figure. Definitely recommend you guys get it. I don't think it was too much money. Ooh, it might have, you know, it might have been like 30 bucks, which that's kind of a lot for this guy. Maybe, you know, I would think this guy would be like around maybe 23 bucks, you know? This Megalosaurus was $23. So, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I think it was around $30, you know, which is kind of a lot. It's not as bad as it could be. You know, these PNSO figures, they can get pretty pricey, which is something I'm not too fond of with them. I'm not really happy they're super, super expensive, because that makes them not really that accessible to people. Especially since these are some of the best, I think, they're some of the best dinosaur figures you can get on the market right now. But, you know, I guess it's not that big of a deal, you know, the price. But yeah, you know, if you guys have like $30, I guess, just laying around, or you really like the Megalosaurus, pick it up. It's a nice figure. PNSO never disappoints. Always make good figures, so yeah. Well, anywho, I think we're going to probably end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Keep on learning about dinosaurs. And I'll see you guys in the very next video. Whenever that is, I'm not exactly sure what video it's going to be, but it's going to be sometime soon. So see you guys in the very next video. Have a fantastic day, and bye-bye.